We use hip hop to bring the message. HOK. Eat to live, gotta eat to live. Feed the kids, gotta feed the kids. Give them knowledge, give them power, give them motivation. Give them everything they need to change the situation. To only greatness in the brightest form. Stay strong, passion is how a diamond forms. Every storm, rain is just to wash away pain. To see a brighter day, aim to seek a higher way. Let's start the day, warfare beware. Mental, physical, spiritual, feel the war in the air. Time for us to prepare, do this to save the youth. Puppy spitting through pain, puppy spitting the truth. Hit that subscribe and we rock.
All right, guys. Oh yeah, Sonetta, take that real quick. This is what you were speaking of earlier. Hi. So, yeah, you don't mind? Sorry. And you know, this is all happening. Black News One.
This is what they do down here. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Get in front. Let them know that this is the crazy stuff that goes.
Okay. Would you like to answer a question or two?
What type of question is it?
You know, there was a recent activity yesterday. It was a shooting. So you want to give a comment about that, or somehow advertise what you do? People come down and they take pictures with you.
People take pictures with me every day, yes. This is my job. I do this every day.
Okay. You have any political views you'd like to share?
Not really.
Listen, I ain't got no political views. All I do is stand in Times Square and get my butt painted.
The reason why us naked girls are out here is because the Naked Cowboy has been out here for about 20 years.
Right.
And since he's naked and nobody gives a damn about it, why can't a female be naked without being body shamed or criticized? So that's why we are out here for gender equality and normalizing nudity. And we take tips for appreciation for us being here 10 hours a day naked.
That is a pretty strong position. But okay, in a moment, but that position is strong because the Naked Cowboy been out here in his drawers for like years, and but not just kids, people been celebrating him.
Yeah, exactly.
So now if
He's considered a Times Square icon because of what he does, and he's a lot more raunchy too. I mean, you can see, you know, he's wearing underwear, but he's almost more raunchy than these girls are. We're not sexual. We're doing something to actually desexualize the female body, where he's over here and he's actually raunchy. When he takes pictures, he pulls women's hair, he grabs their butts. We don't do anything like that, but my girls are the ones who are called sluts and whores, and people actually come out here looking for him. So
have they said negative things to you because of this? Have they said?
Yeah, I've had people come up to me day by day calling me a whore, slut. One of our girls had a drink thrown on her the other day just because she was naked. So people
Now,
are
I'm
really
sure
judgmental.
this is by women, right?
There's men and women who both feel that way. Mostly teenagers, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little weird.
What is your nationality?
White, Spanish.
Okay. From where? What country, or what country do your parents come from?
My dad's from Spain and my mom is Russian and German, so.
Okay. But someone who wanted to support your cause of like, hey, women should have equal rights to come out here and demonstrate and display themselves. Do you have a social media presence? How can they find out more about this, I guess, movement of sorts?
Well, we have an Instagram page and it's arttits_NYC, and then my personal page is Jamantha, so it's Samantha but with a J, XX, and that's how girls can find me, and this is what we really do. That's about it.
Excellent. Any comments, Paul?
Now, I noticed that you are covering the top part of you. That is painted, but it make it look like it's a brassiere going across, right? But it's actually painted right there.
Yeah, I have a heart painted, so it's gonna be I love New York. I just have to put the sign for I love.
Spoken like a true artist. An artist ain't gonna let you see halfway done.
One more minute. I can just turn around.
How about 5 minutes? Okay, so you ready? All right. We had some questions as to the profession. Who's the average customer, or who do you? Or is it mixed, young, old?
Yeah, it's honestly mixed. I get people that come with their babies. They want me to hold their babies. I have old people. I have honestly, like, there's never just the same people over and over again. I consistently get different people.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And do you ever ask them like, what drew me? Do you do an unofficial survey to know what causes success for this? What drew them to you to take a picture?
Well, the first thing we always ask people is, oh, hi, how are you? Where are you from? How do you feel about what we're doing? Because usually people always have questions for us. Why are you doing this? And we always tell them a little bit after. And once we figure out where they're from, we're like, do you see this over there? And by their answers, we usually talk to them more. But we never just take pictures and let people walk away. We always have full conversations with everyone we take
connect
pictures
with them.
Yeah, exactly. We have people that come back and see us. We have regular people that come and appreciate us and come up to us over and over again. And I have a woman from England who sees me once a year, and she's an older lady, and she loves me.
That's interesting.
And it's really awesome.
Okay, probably the last question, and this one is, you can give whatever answer you think is. How well do you do? What's your best day? What's an average day? I mean,
Okay, so we get asked that a lot, and usually we just say it pays our bills and it makes our way through. But I can't really say how much we make, but it's good. It's good money for us being out here.
It's obviously worth it, and you are excellent representative. You're poised, and I think anyone who comes should enjoy the experience and enjoy getting a chance to connect with you.
Thank you so much.
So we have your social media. Anything else you want to say to your potential visitors? What are the times they can get you down here if they're visiting New York?
We're here all day, all night, so you can always see us here. Now there is different girls that you have to look for, because there's a lot of girls out here that are naked girls, but not all of us are the same.
Oh no! She said earlier they get harassed. She had coffee or something. She had liquid thrown on her.
She had liquid thrown at her. I've got slapped. I've had boys throw money at me. I've had boys slap my butt and run away. I've had a boy actually really touch us where we had to get the cops and we had to press charges. We've had it all. We've done it all. We've had it all.
It's a strange mentality where people think that simply because you're naked that they have a right to your body, which is the main thing that we're trying to change out here. We're trying to change the mentality of a naked woman being a certain type of woman. Body's a body. We all have things we don't like about ourselves, but in the long run, what we're hoping to do is make it a safer environment for all women. Hopefully, we can desensitize people to a naked woman so that won't be such a visceral reaction to a woman's body.
And we mentioned the kind of misogynist leanings that the Cowboy's been doing this thing.
Yeah.
And nobody, I don't think he did a commercial. He got some car commercial.
Oh, he's sponsored in everything.
Right, so
but we're not sponsored.
Why would it be different if not for?
Because people have been conditioned to think that a woman's body is purely a sexual object. That your body is supposed to be something hidden. It's something that's for your husband to see. It's something that's a woman's body in this day and age doesn't belong to her. It always belongs to somebody else. A woman has to have somebody's permission to do what she's doing. People ask me all the time, what does your father think about this? I'm 34 years old. I haven't asked my dad for permission for anything in a long time. Big business can use a woman's body to sell whatever they want to, but when a woman takes it upon herself to commercialize her own body, then there's a problem. Then she's got to be a certain type of woman. Oh, that's wrong. You need to be hidden. Why? Why does anybody need to be hidden? We need to desensitize people to thinking that a human body is a sexual object. It's not. Artists have been using the female form for inspiration for thousands of years and not in a sexual manner.
Right.
So that's what we're doing out here. We're trying to broaden people's horizons, let them see there's more to you. Because when people talk to us, once they get past that we're naked, this is what they're getting.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what they're getting. And people will say, oh, well, this is special, it's for your husband. We all have the same things. This is what's special. This is what's different about us. So.
And maybe could it be that the independence of it, like you said, companies do it all the time, but maybe it's how dare you think you can take control of your own body and design something that generates to you. So I'm learning a lot. So do y'all give out literature too, or you just verbally tell people?
Word of mouth is the best advertisement that there could be.
But get some literature to really get this going. Like if I could walk away with something to give this or hang up somewhere, that would get the message out, because this is a message that needs to be gotten. Okay?
We're working on doing like fundraisers and stuff like that with different women's organizations and things like that too. But I just want to make a quick point about what you were saying is that here in America, these big corporations, you see it right up here, right above where the girls work. The big corporations are able to make money off of women's bodies and nobody questions that. But once a woman wants to make money off of her own body, then she's a whore, she's this or and I don't care what she's doing to make money off of her own body, whether she's dancing, whether she's out here, whatever she's doing. But here we don't allow women to do that. and if they are, we make them feel a type of way about themselves. And we've been so conditioned that, yes, sometimes it's women saying more to these girls than it's men who are saying these things. I've actually I made a Facebook post the other day about how astonished I am by the amount of women who encourage their men to sexually assault these girls. Go over there, grab their ass, grab their boob. And it's like, you're encouraging your husband, son, boyfriend to sexually assault another woman because she's out here naked. That is the society that we're living in right now.
I'm sorry. The biggest excuse that we get when somebody touches us and it's like, don't touch me, and they're like, well, you're out here.
That's the number one.
That's the number one excuse. And it's like, well, your face is out here, so if I punch you in the face, does that mean it's okay?
Or your car is out here, I decided to just take it for a ride.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it's
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm about to get painted also as well,
Okay,
so
whoa.
we'll all be out
but
here.
hey, yo, please continue.
And I just
Okay.
wanted to make one more point. We are, like, there are other painters and things like that out there, but we're trying to do something different here in our group. That's why we have a female painter, because there was a lot of like assumptions of a kind of pimp relationship, and also because us are trying to spread this message of gender equality. It's hard to have a man, like, I have people come up to me and ask me about it, and it's easy for me as a woman to say we're out here doing it for gender equality. When a man tries to say, oh, we're trying to desexualize the female body, but it doesn't translate well. So that's just another point I wanted to make for you
I've
guys.
learned a whole lot, ladies. Thank you.
Last question. Have you ever thought about, or maybe you did, you know, back in the days they call it, and they still go ahead going on, pimp. Like have a couple of brothers with you. Like, have y'all ever did that?
I mean, that's what I was just telling him, is that our team, we've changed, because before it was always male painters, and there was this sense of a pimp and hoe relationship, which isn't what's going on. I'm not saying that's what's going on, but I'm saying that was the sense people would get. So that's why we wanted a female painter, so that I could explain the gender equality issues and the desexualization of females.
One of the ways that we've inadvertently combated that, there's a lot of guys who work out here on a regular basis that know us and have known us for years, like the CD guys out here. We know these guys. So if something does happen, we know that they will step in if need be. Like when when it was a couple days ago and these three girls tried to jump me, of course when you need the police, they're nowhere around.
Well, why would they try to jump you? Was they jealous of you? Was they?
They came by earlier the day. When they walked by, they were screaming that I was a hoe and I was selling my body and you're a slut. And then they came back by later that night and acted like they wanted to take a picture with me. And I was like, no, that's okay. I'm not going to take this picture because you had something to say about it earlier. She was like, oh, it's a joke. You can't take a joke. I said, it's fine if you think it's a joke, but it's not a joke for me. And her friend threw a drink in my face and the three of them jumped on me. And the only people to step in besides my girls were the CD guys. You know what I mean? So we have...
It's twisted though. We didn't need men. We handled it. We handled it on our own. But they did help.
Yeah. So like I said, don't get it twisted. But we are a family out here. Everybody looks after each other. Everybody's got each other's back because, you know, there is an inner circle of Times Square that people don't understand. So here, we know that they're going to step in if need be, and for the most part, we're pretty safe out here. We're good.
All right, thank y'all.
You're welcome. You're so welcome.
What do y'all call yourselves?
We're just the tapas ladies of Times Square.
And it should be tonight or tomorrow.
Tonight or tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
All right.